Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video guys, we're going to be going over how Trent Richardson, who is actually doing very well in the AAF right now, can make it back into the NFL. So Trent Richardson, obviously this season for the Birmingham Iron, has actually been doing very well. I know people will say that because of his rushing average, which is something he struggled with in the NFL, was being able to like hit the holes and stuff. No, that's not going to get him back in, but I'm not talking about him getting back into the NFL as a running back. I'm talking about him getting into the NFL as a fullback. So I've got his stats up here. I'm just going to read them out and show you why I think he would make a good fullback in the NFL. So first off, his rushing stats for the season are 75 attempts for 181 yards, 2.4 average and 8 touchdowns. So 8 touchdowns. I think this is week 5, I believe. So he's averaging over a touchdown a week, which is great. And a lot of these touchdowns are coming from, you know, into the red zone at a couple of yards out. They're not long runs. And I think why he'd make a good fullback is the fact that he can punch in those short yardage situations. You pair him with a good elusive back or a team that's got a good running back, you know, you can give it to either of them. He could dive up the middle. As we've seen many times, he's able to keep his momentum running forward and pushing for those touchdowns. And in the receiving game, he's also contributed as well. He's the Irons' third leading receiver, 19 receptions for 142 yards at 7.5 average. Now, I think that's actually very good stats. So in total, he's got 223 yards of offense, which through 5 games is great. And I know they're using him a lot more than most teams would use a fullback in the NFL, which is a position that's kind of dying out, you could say. But I just want to compare him to Kyle Juszczyk, or however you say it. So he was the Pro Bowl fullback for the NFC this season, and I'm just going to show out his stats just to compare him. So he played in 16 games, started 14. He had 30 receptions, of 41 targets for 324 yards at 10.8 a reception and 1 touchdown. So obviously, fullback is used a lot in the receiving game. You know, swing him out of the backfield, get him on like a flat or something. That way you can just get the ball out to them, because you know Juszczyk is quite big. He's hard to tackle. And in the rushing game, he had 8 attempts for 30 yards with no touchdowns. But obviously, you're going to give it to your running back. They had a good running back, and they're going to give it to him in the short yardage situations at the goal line. But I believe if you bring in Trent Richardson into any team that needs a fullback, I think you'll actually succeed, because for fullbacks, it's not about your yards per carry. They want you to get those 3rd and 1s, those 4th and 1s, those goal line situations where you can't, it's hard to run and it's hard to pass. So Richardson weighs 104 kilos, which is only about 4 or 5 kilos less than Juszczyk. He is a bit shorter though. He's about 14 centimeters shorter than Juszczyk, but still I believe Richardson could be a very good asset for a team. Definitely with the skills that he has, he clearly can play, and he just needs someone to use him the right way as a goal line short yardage back instead of a 3 down back per se, because he definitely has the talent and he can get back into the NFL. Teams just need to be able to see that, not to play him at running back, but fullback is where he will succeed if he wants to go in the NFL. So definitely think that maybe blocking is something he could work on if he wants to get noticed into the NFL. You know, fullbacks do have to block, but I think if he can do that, he'll be a great asset as a fullback. He could be Pro Bowl caliber fullback with these kind of numbers in the NFL. Obviously they won't be as high, but still I reckon he could put up 2-3 touchdowns a year rushing, 2-3 a year receiving. And yeah, so that's how I think Trent Richardson can make it back into the NFL. Let me know if he is going to make it back to the NFL in the comments down below. Leave a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you are new, guys. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.